Did a Rockstar Games employee just leak details on Grand Theft Auto 6? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video today and a whole lot more. So this all started just about 24 hours ago when reports of a Rockstar Games employee started making some interesting posts about Grand Theft Auto 6. I first discovered this because a user Vice Y City made a post that said, "Nothing special, but thought it would be interesting to post it here." His name is Lin Sihai, and he is a senior material artist. And what he did is he went on a popular social media app in Asian countries and basically started giving away details on Grand Theft Auto 6. And to sort of prove that he was a Rockstar Games employee or a developer, he ended up posting this picture right here along with a handful of others. You guys can see that he has some Rockstar Games merch, including a shirt, stickers, hat, and I'm not sure what the little board at the top is with all the Rockstar Games sort of stickers in a collage all together. The one thing that's interesting and actually sparked a lot of different conversation was the Rockstar Games notebook with the barcode at the bottom. A lot of people thought that this was like a serial number given to this specific employee, and if any of that information got out, they'd be able to track it to whoever leaked it. I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure this is just a notebook given to all Rockstar Games employees, which is about the only thing here I don't recognize. Everything else is pretty much just merchandise that everyone can get their hands on. And the other picture that was posted is this Rockstar Games tote that has sort of the Rockstar Games font and logo, and it says, "Say sorry, be nice." And if you guys are wondering about that canvas bag, why it says "Say sorry, be nice," that's definitely a reference to Midnight Club 1, which is another Rockstar Games title. There's a billboard in there that says "Say sorry, be nice." So that's kind of a cool piece of merch, and if you understand where that reference came from, it's pretty cool as well. And if we actually take a look at his LinkedIn page as well, you can see that he is a senior material artist at Rockstar Games, located in Edinburgh, Scotland, United Kingdom. And his official page even has the Grand Theft Auto 6 artwork and logo as his banner. And he's been working at Rockstar Games since October 2023, so only for about 6 months. Before that, working at PlayStation, and before that, working at Ubisoft. So he's been in the video game industry for a long time, but only been working at Rockstar for a couple of months. And you would think that someone like this would be at least afraid or aware or knowledgeable of the non-disclosure agreement they probably signed and wouldn't be able to share this sort of information, or they're so new in the process that they don't understand not being able to share this info. But I would assume all those years at Ubisoft, you would have to essentially, sign the same kind of NDAs that would prevent you from saying any of this information. It's all just a little bit confusing. So just right off the bat with the merchandise that's been shown, a lot of that you can actually get. You don't have to be a Rockstar Games employee. The notebook thing is interesting, but I don't think it's enough to really throw things over the edge. But it is still something to think about and consider. Now, all of these comments have been translated via Google Translate because they were done in another language. So that is going to make things a little bit interesting, so you'll just have to be careful and follow along. And one of the first things he says is just how awesome this project of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be. Going on to say, "I can't say anything, but I swear this is the most powerful and awesome project I have ever seen in my 10 years of working in AAA games." And that's essentially the same thing that Rockstar Games has said about Grand Theft Auto 6. Remember, the only official statement they've provided is Grand Theft Auto 6 heads to the state of Leonida, home to the neon-soaked streets of Vice City and beyond, in the biggest, most immersive evolution of the Grand Theft Auto series yet, coming 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Now, in some similar posts, he stated that the main team working on GTA 6 is still Rockstar North and the other studios are helping out. He also says that all of the game's assets have been completed, and he remains confident that GTA 6 can run at 60 FPS on PS5, although he's not sure about it running that way at 2K or 1440p and only at 1080p. So you can see here that he really isn't giving away a ton of specific details other than just, impressive things about the game, that it's impressive, it's advanced, that the game's assets have been completed, which to us the fans doesn't mean much. That's pretty much a behind the scenes thing, and that they kind of remain confident it can run at 60 FPS on console, which is something we haven't really seen except for the advanced versions of GTA 5. We've never seen it with a original release version of a Rockstar Games title on console. It wasn't that way for GTA 5, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 2, so this would certainly be a first for GTA 6. So this is pretty interesting because I thought most Rockstar developers couldn't mention really anything about GTA 6. As you guys saw earlier, he worked at Sony and Ubisoft, and he stated that this game will be far better than The Last of Us 2, which, even though The Last of Us 2 is in a completely different sort of category to type of game to what Grand Theft Auto is, it is one of the best games of all time, from its storytelling to its gameplay. So for it to be compared to that is already incredible. He also mentioned that the working environment of Rockstar is not as high pressure as most people imagine, which is interesting considering the recent news that Rockstar Games is going to be requiring all of its employees to return to the office 5 days a week. So having him say that is kind of interesting. And he did say that most of the developers usually get off of work at 4 o'clock. And he said for the recent return to office policy that it doesn't really affect him personally. So even though this doesn't tell us much in terms of specifics, which is why I do believe I think this leak might end up being real, because maybe the developer in question was saying, everything I'm saying isn't specific enough to get me in trouble, but it is just an overall confidence booster, sort of doubling down on what Rockstar has already told us about the game, what their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, expects from Rockstar in terms of perfection. It really does look like we're going to be getting an amazing product here that's going to be pushing the limits of the current generation consoles. And that's kind of interesting timing about the 60 FPS on PlayStation 5, because we're already hearing reports that Sony wants to have the PlayStation 5 Pro out to align with the release of GTA 6. And that might be because Rockstar really wants to push 60 FPS, and that might only be able to be accomplished on a more advanced Sony console. So they might be working in tandem here. There's a lot of interesting things that will be unearthed and revealed over the next couple of weeks and over the next couple of months if Rockstar decides to give us some more details here. But I will leave links to all this in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out for yourself. And do you think this Grand Theft Auto 6 Rockstar Games developer and employee is legit? And what do you think about them basically leaking a little bit of GTA 6 news? I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below, so let me know what you're thinking down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.